Greetings from SpiritQuest Sedona Retreats, the place for healing, self-growth, and relationship repair. Thanks for joining us. Hello, I'm Catherine Lash. Today I would like to talk about our emotional healing retreats. So what is emotional healing? I know most of us are very aware of the physical aspect of healing and the steps we need to take for the body, but what about the psyche? What about the emotions? What about the amount of anxiety and distress we can feel? And it's not a physical wound. It's like, where is all that pain coming from? Why can't I escape myself? Well, the secret is you can escape yourself, and you can get clear with yourself. You don't need to escape yourself. You need to escape the anxiety, the thoughts, the unhealthy emotions. That's what you need to escape. You need to find yourself, really. Find the beautiful, enlightened you. Find your strength. Find your power. And don't be ruled by the dysfunctional thoughts, the dysfunctional emotions. You know, lots of times especially when there's something new and different happening, the old is going away and we're embarking into uncharted territory. What arises is fear. What's under all of that is fear. And that drives the anxiety and depression. And that's what we attach to because it's a known space. In our minds, we may think it's better to go with what I know than to venture out to a place I have no idea where I'm going. And that's how we form those attachments to those dysfunctional patterns and thoughts. And we get sort of stuck in a cycle of going around and around. Well, I'm here to tell you there is a way out of that cycle. There is a way to break through that. Sometimes we do need to seek others to help us, professionals that deal in this realm. At SpiritQuest Sedona Retreats, we do have elite practitioners who dive into fear, dive into attachment, dive into core wounds, and assist with a plan of action for moving forward, or giving you insights as to how you can break that cycle, how you can first identify, having an awareness with self, identify where it's coming from, identify even the suppressed memories. They do try to work their way forward. If we don't address those memories and those fears and those feelings, they'll show up in dreams, they'll show up in an illness, a sickness in the physical body. The psyche likes to be clear and clean. It doesn't like to carry around a bunch of old baggage. Our spirits and our souls want to be unencumbered, want to be free. That's actually where the peace and the joy resides. So it's our egoic minds that grab onto things and we try to solve problems or figure out why that happened, make sure it doesn't happen again, get into the control of the situation. That's our egoic mind. But our spiritual beings really love freedom and love trust and peace and joy. And that is available for everyone. It's our birthright to find that place. So I would love to invite you to give us a call, to check us out, and to get some help. Get some help releasing those blockages, identifying them, pulling them forward, taking a good look at them, feeling them, forgiving them, True forgiveness, someone once told me, true forgiveness isn't necessarily first for the other person. It's really for yourself. It's letting go of the wish the past had been different. So when we forgive it, when we forgive our past, we let it go. It's not constantly plaguing us as we move forward. And as we let it go and we go into the place of acceptance, then it breaks that chain between us and the other person, us and the old event. It can become more diminished in our past, and we move further and further away from it. It gets smaller and smaller to where we can barely even see or feel it. If we don't do that, it is alive and well and huge in our mind, our feelings, our psyche. So all of us must forgive our past. We must move forward. We must let the past be the past. There's so much more, that hope, that vision for self-growth for the future. And as we dive into that hope, dive into our futures, manifest our futures, we realize that being the victim, ruminating over the old story, being stuck, here it is again, an old pattern. Now I've self-destructed, I've ruined that relationship, I've blurted out things I didn't mean, all those yucky things that we do. We can move beyond them. We can catch them. Not to say those patterns might not try to come forward, but we having an awareness of, oh, there it is again. That's the way I used to do it. Or that's the way my parents did it. Or that's the way it's always been done in my ancestry. Or even a past life, if you believe that I'm carrying this forward. Our DNA light body activation is all about that, looking at old patterns in self, in our families, in our lineages, in the time continuum. What is following us and what are we allowing to follow and attach to us? And being free of all attachments. Being the beautiful, bright selves that we are. And believing it. Replacing the self-doubt with a true belief in self. That this too shall pass. And that I am strong enough to deal with anything that comes my way. My past does not define me. It does not rule me. There's so much more to come. And at SpiritQuest, we give tools and techniques. And by getting those tools and techniques, you can shift at any given moment. Go, oh yeah, okay, there's the tool, there's the technique. I'm going to go into the breathing mode. I'm going to go into the meditation mode. I'm going to go into the self-mantra mode. I'm going to utilize the plethora of all the tools and techniques and insights that our elite practitioners can provide for you. Gives you a foundation, something to fall back on, and to reframe those thoughts, to break out of that cycle of addiction, or that cycle of self-harm, or that cycle of just simply angst and anxiety and depression. So much of the time, those are just driven by those old patterns, those old habits, those old stories that go so far back. I promise you, there is a way out. You don't have to be torturing yourself. And you can even learn ways of healthy relating, to step out of the healthy relationship with yourself. But it might be healthy relating with people around you that are feeding that kind of dysfunction. And really examining and looking at those energetic cords. Do I need to engage with these people? You may need to step away. You may need to fix something in yourself, or you may need to fix something in your environment. You may need to change something in your environment, have a new start. Whatever it is, our life coaches and spiritual coaches can help develop a spiritual practice. It's non-denominational, but it's highly personal, where, it's holistic. It's mind, body, spirit. So all of it's tied together. We can help you with somatic sessions to discover where it lives in your body, emotional healing sessions, where you can discover it, where it is in your emotions, or where it is in your mind and your thoughts, and how to move into a spiritual practice that will heal the soul, that will release the anxiety, that will move you forward with a plan of action to manifest your most beautiful, greatest life. Thanks for joining me today. Blessed be.